In today's video, we're going to be looking at 4 exercises to help improve knee joint stability. So if you've had something like a ligament injury in your knee, maybe you've torn your meniscus, anything where your knee joint sort of feels loose or like you don't have good control of it, these will be exercises you will want to implement. If you're new to my channel, my name is Dr. Tom Walters and I'm an orthopedic physical therapist. So again, in today's video, we're looking at 4 exercises to help promote stability of the knee joint. We're going to look at 4 primary muscle groups: the quads, the hamstrings, the glutes, and the calf. These are the muscle groups we really target in physical therapy anytime someone's had an injury to the knee joint that compromises stability. So this could be anything, any type of ligament tear in the knee, maybe the ACL or the MCL are really common ones. A meniscus tear is another possibility, or even a patellar dislocation. So if you ever dislocated your kneecap, these can be exercises that can help. So let's go ahead and jump into the first one. Our first exercise is called the standing fire hydrant, and it's going to be the one that primarily targets the glutes. The glutes are really important with knee stability because they come down and attach on our femur, this long thigh bone, and the femur makes up half of our knee joint. Our knee joint is really where the tibia and the femur come together. So our glutes will help control the femur, which will essentially give us improved knee stability. We have tons of research looking at glute strengthening as a way of helping in terms of knee rehab. So for this one, you're going to need a loop band. If you don't have any of these, I will put a link in the description where you can get a set. And then what you're going to do is put this around both legs up above your knees. When you're new to this exercise, you can hold on to your wall or a countertop for balance. And then over time, see if you can get out and just balancing on your own. And you're going to make sure to do all these exercises on both sides, even if you only have issues on one side. So what you're going to do here for the standing fire hydrant, I'm going to stand on one leg, I'm going to bend my hip and knee a little bit, and then on the other leg, I'm going to think about having my leg go out to the side and kind of back to the corner, and then I'm going to have it also rotate up. So it's hip abduction, hip extension, and external rotation. So it's a triplanar movement, and it will really help to strengthen our glutes, gluteus medius, gluteus minimus, and gluteus maximus. I'll turn a little bit here so you can see. So I'm standing, my leg's gonna go out to the side, which is abduction, back a little bit into extension, and then rotate up for external rotation. And I'm really thinking about not letting my whole back rotate here. It's just a hip movement. So I'm going out with control and then back in. Now, you might imagine that I'm meaning to work this leg that's moving, which it will strengthen that leg, but I want you to really think about the leg you're standing on. That's where we're working on our knee stability. So I've got to work on balancing on this side while the other side is moving and the band is wanting to pull my knee around. So I'm really working on stability here. Try to do all these exercises barefoot, especially the standing ones. This is really going to help with improving control and joint stability. So go for 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. After one set, go ahead and switch over and make sure you get both sides, because now I'm gonna work on balance and stability on this leg, but I'm strengthening my glutes on my right side. Okay, so that is our first exercise. It is the standing fire hydrant. For our second exercise, we're now gonna target the hamstrings. You wanna use an exercise ball like this. Again, I'll put a link down in the description if you need to get one of these. This is really useful for lots of different exercises, but especially hamstring exercises. So for this one, we're gonna work towards a single leg hamstring curl, which is where stability is really gonna come in. If that's way too hard for you, you can start double leg. What you're gonna do on this is lie on your back in sort of bridge position with your legs up on top of the ball, and you're gonna start with your knees straight, arms down at your sides, and your head resting. From here, you're gonna push and lift up. So I'm gonna use my glutes and hamstrings to lift, and then I'm gonna use my hamstrings to bend in and roll the ball in. Okay, so I'm showing the double leg version. If you've never done this exercise before, start here so you don't injure yourself. And for all these exercises, we're thinking about 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. So you're just essentially lifting up and rolling in. You can either keep your butt up in between each rep, or you can set back down and kind of repeat the whole movement. Now, as this gets easier, try to work towards a single leg curl. So what you're gonna do here is one leg on the ball, the other leg up, push down, and then bend in. So much more challenging, and I really have to use the hamstring muscles on my right side and really control the ball's path, which is going to help in terms of that joint stability. Okay, so you might only be able to get 3 sets of maybe 5 to 6 reps with something like this. That's okay. Just go until you hit fatigue, and that will really help strengthen the hamstrings and improve knee joint stability. Okay, so that is our second exercise, is a ball hamstring curl. Our third exercise is the single leg squat, another one where we're gonna be standing, so make sure you do this barefoot. This is going to help strengthen our quads. It's also gonna target our glutes. The single leg squat is one of the best bang for your buck exercises out there in terms of lower extremity strengthening and knee stability. So for this one, again, make sure you do it on both sides. I'm gonna show my right side kind of from a side view so you can see what I'm doing. So again, stand on one leg, hands up on your hips, or you could hold on to the wall with the opposite arm if you're balanced, if you need a little help balance-wise. And then what you're gonna do is think about bending your hip and your knee kind of dropping down as far as you feel comfortable, and then back up. Make sure you go nice and slow, try to maintain your balance. From a frontal view, try to keep your knee aligned over your foot. Don't let it move around here into a valgus or a varus position. Again, we're thinking about knee stability. So if you've had a ligament injury or a meniscus injury, you really want to use your neuromuscular system to control your knee so that you don't put extra stress on those healing structures. So just really work on controlling that alignment, moving slow. You're gonna wobble a little bit, and that's okay. This should get better over time. It really helps in terms of a visual standpoint. Try to spot something out in front of you and keep your eyes locked on it. Vision is a big part of balance, and that will help with your stability. So again, think about 3 sets, basically 2 fatigue, probably somewhere in the 10 to 15 repetition range, and make sure you do this on the other leg as well, okay? So that is our third exercise. It is the single leg squat. Our last exercise is a single leg calf raise. Both of our calf muscles, gastrocnemius and soleus, are important in terms of lower leg stability. Gastrocnemius, our most superficial calf muscle, goes up and crosses the knee joint on the back side of the knee, so it is very important in terms of knee stability. So for this exercise, you're gonna use a step or a stair at your house so that you're elevated a little bit. You want to be facing a wall or somewhere where you can balance. And what you're gonna do is stand on one leg with just your foot, the front of your foot on the step with your heel hanging off, and you're just gonna do a basic calf raise, nice and slow through full range of motion, thinking about 3 sets of a little higher on this one, maybe around 15 reps, something like that. Full strength for the calf raise is the ability to do 25 good controlled single leg calf raises. So you want to build up to where you can do 25 like this, no problem on both legs. Again, that gastrocnemius muscle is going to help to stabilize the knee joint. Make sure you dip down to where your heel goes lower than the step, and then up through full range of motion, really down slow through the eccentric, and then back up. Okay, so make sure you get that on both sides. Do 1 set. When that set's done, switch over. Make sure you get both legs. Even if you only have a knee injury on one side, working the other side can help to make sure that side doesn't lose strength. And it can also help through our nervous system connections to inform the injured side and improve control there. Okay, so that is our last exercise. It is the single leg calf raise. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments section. Thanks for checking out today's video. I hope these exercises are helpful to you for a more comprehensive program to improve knee joint stability. I'd recommend going to my book or my app. In the knee chapter in my book, you'll find this knee instability program on page 393. It's going to talk about some of the injuries we talked about today, meniscus tears. It's also going to talk about ligament tears in the knee and patellar or kneecap dislocations. And then it's going to take you through 3 phases and show many of the exercises we would prescribe in physical therapy. Of course, there's pictures of me doing all the exercises, so really a more comprehensive program that you can do at home. Besides the book, I also have my app. The cool thing about the app is not only does it have programs, but it also allows you to chat directly with me. So in the community tab here, you can send me direct messages and ask your own personal questions. Also, once a month, I do office hours on Zoom, so you can come and meet with me and ask questions. And then again, all the programs are here. So by body region, if we scroll down to the knee section and over, we'll find this knee ligament injury program, which is a really good one if you have instability, or the meniscus injury program. Both of these are going to teach you exercises again for improving knee joint stability and strengthen the muscles that surround the knee. If you'd like to learn more about my book or my app, I will put links for them down in the description. Thanks again for watching today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.